the first thing is to understand why they're needing validation, because when we understand, we can have compassion and a different listening as opposed to being irritated. We can start to understand that there is something within them where they're not feeling enough. So the piece is that if we are needing the world out there to validate, am I okay? Am I enough? Am I doing a good job? Is because we don't feel it in here. So the question is, why don't I have the confidence that I am enough? There's a few things that I'll share with this today to help you understand either why you're doing that or why somebody else does that. And the first is something called the rules of mind. And there are 4 survival needs that we have when we are born, when we're brought onto this earth, that we need to survive. This is before we're able to take care of ourselves. And it is the need to be loved, to matter, to belong, and to feel significant. And if as a baby or a young child, those needs are not met, we will do everything we possibly can to get those needs met. We will turn ourselves into a pretzel to get those things met. We will become a pleaser. We will become sick. Maybe we weren't getting the attention that we needed, so we didn't feel loved or that we mattered. We got sick, and all of a sudden we started to get all this attention, and your subconscious then starts to go, oh, I got attention. So then we might become the sick child. The next piece is the roles that we play, and I've just alluded to that. In a family, there's a role that everyone takes on, and once one of those roles is met, then the next individual will take the next role. So we might be the perfect child, we might be the pleaser, we might be the caregiver, we might be the rebellion. And once a role is taken, then we would adopt the other role. So you can even now start to identify, oh, I was the perfect child, or I was the caregiver. Oh no, I was the one that always got into trouble. And these are roles that we play as a way to get our needs met. So if you have someone in your life who is always asking validation, you can start to see maybe they are a pleaser, in that perhaps there was some lack of care, perhaps they were never validated when they were young, so they started to do the love me, do you love me? And they overgave and overcompensated, literally turned themselves into a pretzel to get the care, the attention that they needed to survive. Now, as we become adults, if we're not aware of this, we have this, what we call this energy flow, or the circuitry in place, that if we have this view of ourselves of not being enough or not being lovable, our worldview out there means we actually have to chase it and hunt it down. So one of the things that we teach here in my work that I do, this is from the work of Dr. Sue Morter with the energy codes, is that everything that we see, our worldview, how we view others, how we walk into the world, do we come from the perspective there's something wrong, something to fix, that it's because it's not happening in here. So if there's something in your life not happening out there, I'm not getting the love that I want, people are ticking me off all the time, we're walking around thinking about that life is a problem, it's because the energy isn't flowing in through here. Now, everything is energy, even you, and we're all just different densities of energy. The invitation is to get this piece that we are actually perfect, whole, and complete as we are, and that we're not here to become whole or to seek enlightenment. It's that we are actually enlightenment, and we are pure consciousness having a physical experience